This intro kind of trash. Little disclaimer, I wasn't gonna go full out sweaty on this review, but I'm really self-aware of how shit this mic sounds when I record fucking anything or open my mouth to try and sound intelligent, so I'm just gonna kind of speed through this and just kind of talk about the highlights. Thank you. It's just speeding through this story. So basically, you got a lot of scenes that look really fucking good, like even on par with the anime. And then you have other scenes that kind of just look like this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it looks like I'm looking at like a fucking animation loop or something. I don't know. It just looks off. Now, I'm not gonna try and act like some type of animation expert or anything, but the actual models, they don't do a lot of moving. And that's the thing with the ARC's kind of storytelling. Their models look good, but they don't move a lot. It's like watching an anime with a really good art style, but the animation, when it actually has to animate something, it don't look too good. Not to say there's not good animated parts in this game, but most of these scenes, they're just, you know, kind of just a static models moving their heads, maybe left or right a little bit, or when they move, it looks kind of derpy. I understand, maybe, you know, because this is a fighting game, it's not supposed to have, you know, a god tier story mode, or, you know, it's not supposed to focus on story. You could argue that, but at the same time, all those stories and their models and their characters, they feel very much alive. They don't look like they're on fucking animation loops. And yeah, it's not excusable. It's not excusable in my opinion. I think I'll just give you a little example here just to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about with just how off just the animation or how the models move look in this game. Now, I don't care what anybody says on this point, but I'm still standing by it that shit looked off. I know I keep using that term, but that's just the best way I can describe it. Pretty much my final verdict on it is that the models look really fucking good, but the way that they move and interact in the game is very piss poor, average. And that actually brings me on to my next point, which is the story. Kind of speaks to the canon really fucking quickly. I'll put it on the screen here for you, but this is just real time. This is how fast it speeds through like the canon of like the game. Like the first, almost the entire first half of the anime is 30 fucking seconds into the story. And like all the cool forms Ryoko did to beat the Elite Four, she doesn't do that. She just kind of spams whatever the fuck Shinso, Shitsu, whatever, like literally 4 times, and she just bodies all of them. And that's pretty much just the game. Like after this, it just kind of goes into the original stuff, and that's not even really that interesting. It's just you watching a million cutscenes like usual, just like how every ARC story mode makes you do. You're just watching cutscenes, and it's getting kind of old, especially when they half-ass the story. Like, I'm gonna give you an example so you can visualize what I'm saying better. Imagine having Sasuke's ass, right? It looks great, right? Now imagine she only has one cheek. You take one of her cheeks away, right? So it's just one perfect looking ass cheek, right? It still looks good, right? But you're still kind of wondering, you want the other cheek. You're still kind of thinking about how much better it could be if you know it had the other half to it. It's missing something. You don't know what, but is there? Yeah, it still looks good. I mean, shit, but it's not as perfect as it could be. And you just keep wondering about how much better it could be. Yeah, I know that was a shit example. Please forgive me. Also, this one is more of a personal nitpick, but the first thing you do in the story is, after you get done watching 20 minutes or 30 minutes of cutscene, is do the fucking training. And it forces you to do it. And it's one of those really long fucking trainings where some fucking faggot talks in the corner of the damn screen, and there's nothing you can do. You just gotta listen to him talk, and then you can move. And like, tutorials should be optional. That's why, you know, there's a tutorial thing in training, and maybe it can be I know every game does this, but when every game does this, it gets minus points for me, especially when it's one of the long drawn out ones like this. At least give somebody the option to fucking skip the tutorial. You know, maybe we know how to fucking play. Maybe I'm not a goddamn infant and I know what fucking X is and triangle. I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, big Michelin man, fat ass bitch, Pillsbury Doughboy ain't aged too well, looking ass. It's gonna take all day. Now, if we look at the actual fighting aspect of the game, we get into, like, you know, what this game actually is, which is a fighter. 2D fighter, or 3D models on a 2D platform, whatever the fuck Arc does. What do we got? We got a whopping 10 characters. We got 2 free DLC coming along the way. But all the characters are really unique. They all play different. And I like the way the game does its combo system, because it makes you build your own combos. And there's no for sure, like there's no guide on combos. If you go to the command list, it just gives you a kind of sample combos, like square square or triangle triangle, shit like that. But if you want to actually do combos, you have to figure them out. You have to experiment. And I really like that. Because I like to experiment. I like to find out new things. So, let's see here. I'll probably be too much of a piece of shit to actually show the characters, one by one when I go off them. But I'm just gonna kind of talk about the characters, because I've played this game a lot already. And here are my thoughts on the characters. So, let's see here. What's her name? Nonan. I'm gonna start with Nonan, the drummer bitch with pink hair, right? She's garbage. She struggles really hard to be a zoner. That shouldn't be the case. I just feel like she just doesn't have the tools to be a good character. Her guard break seems good because it goes full screen, but it's actually really fucking trash. It's too slow. And this game has no chip damage, so you can just be spamming projectiles on somebody's shield for the entire match, and it will do no damage. And what makes it worse is that if they're blocking, they're just getting energy. So you're giving them SP to use against you while they're just sitting there blocking you all day. So being a zoner is tough, and she just doesn't have the tools. There are other zoners that are better than her, that aren't even supposed to be zoners. They just have long range attacks, and they're way better. Take Ragyo for example. MILF of the year. She's god tier. Anyways, let's get in. What's the guy with the blue hair, the computer tech faggot? He's okay. I don't like him, but when other people use him against me, he seems like a really unique character. He's got a lot of layers to him. I think he's pretty cool. The green guy, whatever the fuck his name is, with the bamboo sword, he's broken. He's got way too much pressure. Oh god. Hey, I mean, if you play him, you play him. But I'm already shaking my head if you play him. I'm sorry. What's that dude's name? I don't know anybody's fucking name. What's that buff dude's name with like the BDSM suit? Yamagori or something? The guy is all about discipline. Anyways, he's interesting. He's definitely that's all I can really say about him. So he excels at keeping people out, but he has a hard time getting in, and I feel like that's a nice balance, because otherwise he would be fucking disgusting. Let's talk about New. Her clones, they're not as good as they should be. I feel like the fact that they go away, if she gets hit while using the clone, or like even when they're out, she gets hit, they just go away. So sometimes you'll be trying to do something and the clones just don't matter. You like, if you try to go for a setup with the clone, most of the time somebody will just dash through them, or if they're being aggressive, it won't matter. And you might struggle at first with New, but she's not bad. I did at first, but she's definitely not a bad character. She's just technical, just like the description says. Ragyo, she's god tier. She's like everybody else is like a medium combo, right? From like McDonald's. That's what I'm saying. She's like she's like the fucking large. She's like the Grand Mac of the fucking menu. She is so fucking good and really fun. So boy, oh boy, Ragyo. What is it? Ryoko and Satsuki, they're both, it's funny because they're both like the main characters, but they're pretty much the most balanced too. Satsuki can kind of zone, or she can get offensive. Ryoko, her regular state without the dual wield, she kind of sucks in my opinion, because she doesn't have any really ranged attacks. Her dual wield is way better. I feel like you have more combos with it. Her ranged attacks are way better. Just all around dual, Ryoko is just better than the regular one. Let's see here. Satsuki's dual wield though, it's fast, but she does like no fucking damage. She's really fast, but does no fucking damage. I don't like that. And her guard break sucks. Pretty much when you do a guard break, you get like a free combo, because the guard break leads right into like another combo you can do. With her guard break, it like drops the combo immediately, and so you don't get the punish. You do punish, but you don't get the whole combo, which kind of makes it lame, because I mean, everybody else is getting free combos every time they do the guard break mix up on you or something like that when you're blocking, but Satsuki doesn't get that. They just kind of bounce out of the guard break after it's done, because it makes like a big ass circle on the floor, And it's like a trap, but like nobody's gonna just stand there for 2 seconds and let the shit activate. So yeah. But I like all the characters, I really do. I'd say everybody's B tier and above except for Nonan, the drummer bitch. She's just not. I still stand by. She's just not good enough for a zoner. She just the game does not support zoners like that. I mean, unless you're Ragyo, but Ragyo's fucking crazy. So Nonan is not crazy. She's average. And I'm not just talking about her chest. Let me stop. Look at that music. Is that a theme song? It's pretty fire. Not even gonna lie to you, it's kind of fire. Now let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. That being Sasuke's ass in its fucking original form. Let me stop. But seriously, this form looks fucking badass. It reminds me of like how the Gurren Lagann had that the final movie where it added another transformation to Gurren Lagann. And I like it. I really like how Sasuke looks. Also, that's not for, those aren't pants or whatever. Like, that's lingering, bro. I don't care what you like. It's supposed to be a battle suit, but she's got like Victoria's Secrets on. I don't know if that's. Anyways, but I thought that was funny. I always call it out like she's. Anyways, alright, let's get back on track. It sucks that, and this goes for Ryoko too. They're both story-only characters. That's really fucking gay. Or my bad, it's 2019. That's really fucking stupid. Just imagine like if like Dragon Ball Z games had, you know, went into the Frieza saga and you fight, you know, you unlock Super Saiyan, but you don't get to actually play a Super Saiyan. You know, Super Saiyan is just a story-only thing. How would you feel? Like, it's a letdown. Like, it really is a letdown. So hopefully they become DLC characters later. Because when you play them, they kind of feel unfinished. They don't have as many combos that you can create like other characters. It's kind of like the standard combos. So I can really tell they're unfinished. Like, most combos kind of missed and shit. But at the same time, it's still really, it's a real downer that they're story-only characters. And the final boss is big ass baby, head ass. He's lame, by the way. He's just a sponge for attacks. You just sit there and attack him, and he just kind of takes it. He has like what, three attack patterns, maybe. I think 3, and that's it. You just kind of beat his ass, and that's it. On the Ryoko's, you fight Sasuke, and it's just as lame. So yeah, that's all I had to say about the finale. So collectively, those are just kind of my finishing thoughts on this game. Is it good? Is it worth $60? I'm gonna have to say no. Maybe wait till it comes on sale or something. It's just, there's just not a lot of content, and the content that's in it, it's not that great. If you like fighting games, for sure get it. It's a great fighting game, but if you're looking for anything more, I don't know if it's the game for you. I give it a 7.5 out of 10 maybe. It's a very average game. For an anime game, that's good. You know, if an anime game is average, that's good, which is really sad. But for an arc system game, for it to be average, that means it's bad. And maybe it's because it was like a collaboration type of game, but either way, I'm impressed, but purely from just, you know, just the arc models and getting to fight with these characters, and just everything about the battle system is fun. But the story was kind of lackluster, rushed, very choppy looking at times. I wasn't very impressed. And there's no endless lobbies or nothing online. I mean, sure, this player battle is ranked. Don't get me wrong, but there could definitely be more. But yeah, those are kind of my thoughts. You know, if you enjoyed it, leave a like. Maybe subscribe, you know, all that generic YouTuber shit. And catch up with us later.